Hey guys, how's it going? I know I haven't posted like an episode in a while on like just my channel, and that's gonna change, I promise. But see, I have been watching Bridgerton here lately, and let me tell you something. I recently watched it. I watched it one time before, and then can never get into it. However, people at work, people at work at one of my jobs, because I do work two jobs, let's go ahead and put that out there, kept talking about it and everything, and I was like, you know what? And I kept seeing these clips of it on Facebook, like, you know what? I'm gonna give Bridgerton a second shot. So glad I was able to get past the first season, but I will say, the plot definitely made it worth watching the first season for sure. Too bad that plot left. But I get it, the plot did not want to be typecast. But so what I thought I'd do is I'm in my living room, so please excuse the poor lighting. But what I thought I'd do is name my top five favorite Bridgerton characters. But I will say, Philippa, she really did shine this past season of season three. There are going to be some spoilers ahead, so please just know that, and I'm not going to apologize for it. But anyway, I'm gonna start off with my number five. It's gonna be Francesca. I loved Francesca. I don't like how the series changed who Michael is. I don't, mainly because I think it kind of just takes away from the plot line just a little bit. But don't get me wrong, I have nothing against that. No, so just gonna go ahead and clarify. But I do love Francesca. I love how like even in the chaos of her own family, she was like, okay, and then season three, whenever they were trying to get her to calm down, like out of the bedroom, she had already snuck out. She was just playing piano the whole time, and Kate was just like, "Okay, I know that." And Kate really should be on my list of the top five, but she's number six. She just cannot hit that top five. But I will say this though, Francesca will forever be number five because I loved the way she was just like used to the chaos in her own family, and the fact that she was just herself. She loved music, and I get it. Like, music was her niche. She knew her music really well, playing the piano and everything, and we all have that. Number four, Lady Danbury. Come on, you knew Lady Agatha Danbury was going to be on here, and she really shined in Queen Charlotte to me. Like, I really got to know her, and like, I was like, I love this lady. Like, she has she's one of those characters to me that's like, she doesn't play around. She's a character who's like not really what's the word I'm looking for. She knows what she wants, and she's willing to work hard. And she was true to her word. She was open, honest, and the thing I love about her, she's probably that person like if in real life she would be like, you will never find me saying, talking about you behind your back. Same thing I wouldn't say to your face. And I love that about her. She's like straightforward and everything. Like I feel like she's a no nonsense kind of person. I would love to have a spin-off series of like spin-off limited series of just her. Number three, Benedict. Yes, he's the only male Bridgerton on this list. Mainly because uh it's Benedict. Like, I loved how he's just so unconcerned with getting married and everything, and the fact that we all knew when he broke out of the wedding breakfast how he just dipped. Like, come on now. But yeah, like maybe he'll get from what I've been doing my research on, he'll get a love interest, but I like how he's not like okay, not really actively like trying to be in the marriage market right now. And a lot of people are hating on him for being like 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 this loving, like not really trying to settle down. And I'm like, you do it. But I get times were different in that time in the Regency era, so you had to settle down by a certain age, especially if you were a woman. Number two. Okay, I will say this. Number two and number one were a tough call. But my number two is actually a Bridgerton, and my number one is not a Bridgerton. She's only a Bridgerton by marriage so far, and you can figure out which one because you know it's not Kate, so it has to be one of them. But number two is Eloise. I love how she's just like not trying to, and she's just like dreading the marriage market and all of that, and like she's her own character, she's her own person. Like she's not really like She loves reading, and I can see why her and Penelope are friends, honestly. But Eloise is just like she's her own person. That's what I love about her. But number one, Penelope. Did you figure it out? I love Penelope. Like, oh my gosh, I relate so much to Penelope. Like, the way her sisters treat her, like, and everything. But the way she's like, she's making her own money, giving her own pen name and everything. And the fact that she doesn't care, like, she still cares for her family, even though they treat her like trash in the first two seasons and everything. And it looks like it is starting to rain outside. Well, I made it back in. But anyway, but I love Penelope. It's like, oh my gosh. And the fact that her and Colin, like, they were in game from season one. I was just like, from the clips I see, I was like, okay, now hurry up and get together. But yeah, but I feel like Penelope, like, we all have a little bit of Penelope in her. Like, she does not mess around. Like, she knows how to, she can handle her own and then some. So, I gotta give Penelope that. But I want to say this that Highsmith, she reminds me, like, if you've seen Queen Charlotte, Highsmith reminds me of a young Violet from the series. So she's definitely in my top 10 for sure, just because she reminds me so much of her mom from watching Queen Charlotte. But that is it. If you're new here, please hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications for more episodes like this.